never seen a presidential candidate encourage violence, but Trumpism has changed everything. Last night in Fayetteville, North Carolina, local sheriff's deputies decided to order Rakeem Jones to leave a Trump rally just as Donald Trump began speaking. Mr. Jones and his friends fully complied with the sheriff's deputies, who surrounded them as they walked out. And then this happened. That was John McGraw, who reached over to punch Rakeem Jones. Sheriff deputies treated John McGraw as just another happy Trump supporter and allowed him to go back to his seat while they threw Rakeem Jones to the floor and treated him like a criminal. The sheriff deputies then led Rakeem Jones out of the building, and no charges were filed until today, when video of what happened appeared on social media and television. Sheriff's deputies then arrested John McGraw and charged him with assault and battery and disorderly conduct. Last month, this is how Donald Trump urged his supporters to treat protesters.
Knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees. I promise. I promise.
John McGraw now knows what that promise was worth. He is spending the night in jail tonight, being held on only $2,500 bail, which he apparently cannot afford, and he's not getting a penny of help from Donald Trump. The Trump campaign issued a statement saying, quote, "We are not involved." Thanks to Inside Edition, we know exactly how proud John McGraw was of throwing that punch the night that he did it. A story that is sure to change under oath in a courtroom.
Did you like the event?
You bet I liked it.
Yeah? What'd you like about it?
Knocking the hell out of that big mouth. We don't know who he is, but we know he's not acting like an American.
So he deserved it?
Every bit of it.
What was that?
Yes, he deserved it. The next time we see him, we might have to kill him.
Might have to kill him. Now, where would a Trump supporter ever get an idea like that?
Hey, by the way, I hate some of these people, but I'd never kill them. I hate them. No, I think, no, these people, honestly, I'll be honest. I would never kill them. I would never do that. Let's see. No, I wouldn't.
Yes, that was the first time in history that an American presidential candidate discussed killing people who don't agree with him, thought about it on TV for a moment, and then decided not to do it. At least one of his supporters is in jail tonight, still thinking about it. Joining us now, Rakeem Jones, the man who was punched at that Trump rally. Also with us, Ronnie Rouse, who recorded some of the video that you've seen of that incident. Rakeem, could you take us from the beginning and tell us why the sheriff deputies decided you people had to leave the event?
Well, first off, it was more a mixture of words between our group and a group of Trump supporters, and us being the first ones to, I guess, draw attention. It made it bigger than it actually was. And so on our way out, we get heckled by the crowd, and Donald Trump himself was in, how can I put this? He was encouraging the crowd. He was encouraging the crowd to, you know, jeer and to encouraging the police to escort me out. And as I was being escorted out, you can see on the video I was hit.
And Ronnie, were you walking behind Rakeem?
I'm in front of him. I'm the one in the Carolina jersey, UNC jersey.
Okay, and so what was your, did you feel or sense that that kind of danger was present as you were walking up that aisle?
Not at first. I mean, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'5". I'm not easily threatened by people. Especially when the police came, it was one of those times where you're like, okay, let's just go along with this. We kind of expected this to happen, and we're not going to bother fighting this. Let's just go and peacefully exit. And the next thing I know, they have Rakeem on the ground, you know, and it's just crazy because all these police were around him while he was struck, and they're throwing him on the ground and telling the guy to go have a seat.
And, Ronnie, when you say they're telling the guy to go have a seat, they knew, it sounds to me what you're saying is they knew that's the guy who threw the punch.
There was an officer behind us and at least 6 in front of us. They were escorting us out. And after Rakeem got struck, they told the guy to sit down, and they threw Rakeem on the ground. And you would think Rakeem was the one who threw the first punch, you know. And we were reading an article earlier, they were saying that he may have fell up the steps, or he may have tripped, in so many words. The steps lead to a top of a pavilion where it's flat. We were on the flat part. There's nothing to trip up after they hip tossed him.
And Rakeem, the guy who threw the punch at you is now behind bars, but we heard him say on video, without any reluctance, after that event, talking to Inside Edition, that maybe next time he would have to kill you. What is it like for you to hear somebody like that saying something like that?
It's kind of scary, seeing as I have a family who's out here, and I feel for more of their safety than my own.
And Ronnie, when you see that guy talking on the video, that's a glimpse inside Trump supporters that we haven't seen before. That kind of candid comment about the whole thing and how glad he was to have done it. Does that surprise you, or when you were there and you're in a crowd like that and you're wondering what people think? If someone came along and told you that, is that beyond what you imagine some of these people might be thinking?
No. The main thing I was shocked about, I said in previous interviews, is that where we live at is Fort Bragg. That's next to us. It's the biggest military installation in the United States. We're a very diverse, cultured city. And we watched a lot of these other events, these campaign events happen in other cities in the Bible Belt in the South that are more racially charged areas historically. And we knew it wasn't going to happen in Fayetteville. And we went to spectate, and it happened to us in front of law enforcement. And I felt like we took 3 steps back. It was the first time I was embarrassed to tell people I was from Fayetteville.
And Rakeem, when the police surrounded you and were escorting you out, at that point, did you at least feel, well, I mean, at least we're safe now, the police are escorting us out?
To be honest, I really didn't understand the force. You can escort me out, you can walk, but the force.
They were en masse. It was 10, 12 officers walking us out. We felt like we were a presidential candidate. That's what you would think. You would think we were the candidate getting walked out of the Crown Coliseum.
Rakeem Jones, I'm very sorry this happened to you. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Ronnie Rouse, thank you for capturing that video and making it available. Thank you both. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.